What's up, guys? JC here. Sorry about the noise in the background. We're busy pet sitting, and I'm also sort of watching the France Fiji game. 29-17, not bad. Fiji not looking too bad against the French, and France not looking too convincing against the Fijians. But nonetheless, we are. This isn't about the match that is on now. I'm doing a bit of a summary and opinion on the Springbok Wales game. Wonderful performance by the Boks, men in green. Look, we expected a big performance. Wasn't really the best Wales side. You know what I mean? Maybe one of the weaker sides that have been selected in the last in this World Cup in the last 4 years cycle. But still a big win, especially at the Principality Stadium. If I'm not mistaken, that is our biggest winning margin and highest score that we put on in Wales. Away from home. I will look into that. Though, do a bit more research. Yeah, if I wouldn't be really worried if, as a Boks supporter for what World Cup holds, but we need a kicker, a more reliable kicker than Lebok. Lebok I believe he's lacking confidence. He needs a few more games. I'd use him in the Tonga Romania games as a kicker, but we need a more reliable kicker, especially in the game with Scotland, opening the World Cup against Scotland, and then we still have Ireland, and Tonga's not looking too bad. And then also, the game that took place afterwards, Ireland, England. Look, I know the teams are not playing all their cards, They rather avoid injury and also use us to build your injury cover for the World Cup. Build those combinations and get depth. But, I expect more from the Irish. I expect much more from the Irish. I mean, it was a game for them, and it was a chance of them to. They won, but their performance, it doesn't give them momentum going into the World Cup. Particularly against a weakish English side, and an ill-disciplined England side. The sad thing is, they had 3-point opportunities for 3-pointers, and they didn't score off of those. That in itself is a concern, I would also want to put out there that the kicker that they had, look, he's not Johnny Sexton, but also seems like they have the same. Fall in the same boat as what the Springboks do on the kicking department. They don't have proper reliable kickers other than Johnny Sexton. Alright, and this game that's on now, France Fiji. I'd also have expected more from the French. The French aren't really convincing over here. Look, they currently have a 31-17 lead, and looks like the floodgates are busy opening, but then again, it's a warm-up. World Cups are not won in the warm-ups. But if I were the All Blacks and I'm watching the French form here from the last 2 weeks up and now, I would put there. I'd be licking my fingers for this clash. The pool's gonna then be too easy for the All Blacks, and I don't even think the French would test the All Blacks, if I'm honest, Team to beat for the World Cup currently, up until this point. Team to beat are the All Blacks. All Blacks have shown better form than the Irish, the French. They've beaten the Springboks. Out of that top 4, bam. I would really put the All Blacks the All Blacks would be in a good place here. But that's my opinion. Then again, the All Blacks have not won a rugby championship and a World Cup in the same year. Okay, Springboks are the only team to do that. If you want to include Six Nations as well, or your respective Nations Cup, England won the Six Nations in 2003 and the World Cup in 2003. And the Boks have won the Rugby Championship 2019 and the World Cup in 2019. So you can't really predict the World Cup here. I just want us to. I think Rassie Erasmus and Jock Ninob still have a few more tricks up their sleeves. Okay. The win today is good for confidence. They have a tough game on Friday, but then again, the game on Friday doesn't really have significance, Go in there, give Oaks an opportunity to say, hey, I've played against the All Blacks and laugh it off. It's a historical game. The first time we played the All Blacks at Twickenham outside of a World Cup. So it's going to be something decent. Okay, and also, I'll be honest, I don't see the All Blacks really packing their players for that game. Well, I mean, it's 2 weeks before a World Cup. Injuries are a concern, especially in the number 10 department, more than just South Africa. And South Africa that don't have a 10, that are currently without their first choice number 10. And a few other teams, I can't name them all, but this year is a curse of the number 10s. The All Blacks also don't want to go into this World Cup with the same issues as what they had in 2011. They won the World Cup, but with the third, fourth choice flower. That's also a concern for the Kiwis. So I don't see any of these two sides really sending their squads in. But it's still a big occasion, big game. It's 8:30 South Africa time next week, Friday. Yeah. Please let me know what your thoughts are. Subscribe to my channel. And if you enjoyed this video, like the video as well. Thank you guys. Ciao.